Hello, and thank you for joining me on another installment of the Bringing the Showroom to You series. My name is Matt Mortensen, and I'm the Director of Trade and Business Development here at Atherton Appliance and Kitchens and BSC Culinary. We have a special treat for you today in the kitchen. We are going to be talking about the Galley Workstation. I'm going to go into details about the workstation itself and how it truly reinvents the kitchen space. And we're going to discover a whole new way to prep your food, cook it, serve it, entertain, and clean. A quick itinerary of kind of what we're going to be touching on today is the evolution of the kitchen itself, the problem kind of with the status quo and what that's all about, and the better way to do things. We're going to wrap it up with a quick 60-second video summary, and then we're going to do a brief wrap up on constant care, what that is, and how you can take advantage of it. So the evolution of the kitchen appliances, it's gone on for a couple centuries now. We look over to the Franklin stove in the 1740s, gas and electric stoves in the 1800s. We move over to the 1913, the invention of the ice box and the refrigerator. But we kind of turn our focus more towards the right. We can see induction in the 1990s. I know with induction technology, a lot of people are looking for that now, especially in the Bay Area because of all the ordinances and the new policies going into place, but that technology has been around since the 90s. And we move all the way far right into the kitchen workstation. So there is a problem with the status quo with kitchen layouts and workstations now. So it can be kind of chaotic, it can be kind of hectic. So what can be done about it? The kitchen is much more about making a meal. It's really the heart of the home, in my opinion. And the galley was created to make life in the kitchen a lot easier. So it's more efficient and it's more enjoyable. I don't know about everybody else, but the kitchen is honestly my favorite place in the house. It's where I'm telling stories, sharing a laugh, overall spending good quality time with those around me. And the galley is a whole new category of kitchen appliance, and their workstations are ultimately the ideal culinary system, and I'm going to share its value. But the problem here, it starts with meal preparation, and it's inefficient in the way the current kitchen layouts are. If you look at the white highlighted boxes that indicate where the cooking and cleaning and storage is located, there's a flow in moving about the kitchen. Being able to move with a purpose and being fluid is really important. If you have to keep running back and forth all the time in the kitchen, it can be hard not only on yourself, but with those you're trying to share time with. An issue with older kitchen layouts is that you may be unable to engage with family and friends. It's hard to listen to how your kid's day was at school or what a great day your best friend had over the weekend with your back to them while you're cooking. Once again, cleaning, prepping, and cooking is spread out all over the kitchen, and it's sort of fragmented. This is a popular layout where the cooking is separated from the rest of the usable space. Others are unable to join in on a meal preparation. So I don't know about you, but when hosting a dinner party or event with family and friends in my home, everyone wants to help. I get asked, what can I do? Or what do you need help with? Or some similar questions alike. I would love to have the help, but the stress of bumping elbows, directing traffic, and folks helping can end up causing more harm than good. I know I'm not the only one who has this issue, and it's plagued the kitchen for decades. And then lastly, one of the problems with kitchen layouts is the cleaning. And cleaning is time consuming, and this is by far the most unpopular part of the kitchen experience. After all the chopping and cutting during the prep and the used pots and pans during cooking, and all the plates and bowls after eating, cleaning itself can be just as stressful as all the steps it took to get there. Before everything can get into the dishwasher, you'll have to go fetch everything from around the kitchen. Different kitchen layouts make it hard to clean as you go, hard to contain the mess, and the sink itself might even be too small. And I'm going to show you a better way, because with all these problems, what can be done? And this is where the Galley Workstation comes into play. It can show you the better way. In the prep station, all of your utensil and culinary tools are kept in the workstation and are always ready to use. The Galley Workstation comes with a drying rack, cutting board, stainless steel mixing bowls, and colanders. It also has an upper deck piece for those useful platform pieces to utilize that space if you need to work on top. The Galley utilizes a multi-level tier workspace that allows you to use the area to do all your prep work like chopping, straining, mixing, and rinsing. No more having to run to and from the sink back and forth and turning your back to your guests. Can also work as a serve station. So with the serve station, you can quickly and easily turn the prep station into the serving station. You will be able to utilize the multi-levels to truly maximize the use of your countertop space. It makes things more organized, instead of worrying about spreading out various snacks, appetizers, or other goodies. Someone that I know who uses the Galley Workstation personally utilized this space for an ice cream sundae bar during their daughter's sleepover. They use the different stations for all the different parts. One for ice cream, one for the toppings, and then last one for the goodies like sprinkles and nuts and cherries and chocolate fudge. The uses for the serve station can be endless. My personal favorite use for the Galley Workstation would have to be the entertainment station by far. You'll be able to truly craft your own food display using the culinary tools and the serving boards. The Galley Workstation's multi-use ability would work great for hosting events like parties, get-togethers, or any special event that you can think of at your home. I love myself a nice charcuterie board, and you'll be able to build out a beautiful spread like this using the Galley. For example, you can fill the sink with ice, where you can store your white wine and your rosé. Then you can use the soapstone chalk to write out and show all the beautiful descriptions of the meats, cheeses, jams, and other treats that you would like to enjoy. Lastly, the Galley Workstation saves the day by its ability to be used as a clean station. You'll be able to clean with ease after all the prep work, cooking, serving, and entertaining. No more running around the kitchen, gathering all the utensils, cutting boards, and mixing bowls. Everything would have stayed contained in the workstation, preventing the spreading of mess. You can clean as you go as the supply of food and snacks dwindle down. Simply just slide one of the levels over to open up the sink further to make room for dishes. You'll also be able to soak and dry using the provided tools that come with the workstation to truly save time. Also, the resin and graphite finishes are dishwasher safe, which takes the stress of cleaning even further away. There's a natural golden bamboo finish that isn't dishwasher safe, but the rest of the finishes are. And the shining star of this Galley Workstation is the sink. This is the backbone of the entire workstation, and this is where the Galley sets itself apart from the others. It's been thoughtfully engineered and made to last a lifetime. They are each handcrafted here in the United States and are all made to order. The basin itself is made with a marine grade stainless and are commercially welded on both the inside and the outside to guarantee a watertight seal for life. The basin has a star groove pattern and a side drain to make sure it drains properly. And I don't know about you or anybody, but have you ever had a loud and tinny sounding sink? You're not going to find that here. This basin is wrapped with a sound reduction technology, eliminating 95% of the noise, making it one of the quietest workstations in the world. The final note about this sink, as I want to touch on, would be its angel finish. This finish has been hand applied to each basin to create a renewable surface that camouflages all those marks and scratches and water spots. So you won't have to worry about any blemishes or tarnishes from marks that another sink or another workstation may have. So you're asking, hey, these workstation sounds really good. What do they look like? How do I order one? So there's two ways to go about it. They have custom as well. But if you're not interested in custom and you're interested in one of these 8 options or 7 options, they're here. And it starts on the bottom. So they go by cabinet size. So on the bottom, you can see the IWS 2C, and then it kind of works its way up. And it goes by cabinet size, like I said. And you'll see the little men here, or the little figures, and that's to indicate the amount of people that the workstation could accommodate comfortably. So you'll see 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you have a larger family or you have a larger space that you want to accommodate this workstation, you would start at the ISW5S. And the culinary kit essential tools, like I said before earlier, they come with the workstation. So anything above the 4 and above, you'll get the CKT17, which is the 8 dual tier workstation. But if you get anything under that 4, you'll get the one on the bottom here, that CKT12. So you're going to get things like the upper deck station for writing that soapstone chalk on, or you need to use it as a serving station. You're going to get that dual tier drying rack, and you're going to get the colanders and the mixing bowls and the platform pieces. So everything's going to be included for you. In the upper right hand corner, I have the different finishes. I touched briefly on the dishwasher safe resins and what you can put in the dishwasher. So you'll have that natural bamboo in the upper left, and then you'll have a graphite wood composite on the right, and then the last two bottom ones are going to be a designer white resin and an exclusive gray resin. So those are the options that you can choose from if you didn't want to do custom. Those are the four color options. And they even have more options for you in terms of pieces that you can accommodate using the Galley Workstation to truly make it your own. Do you need another 12-inch upper deck part? They have that for you. Do you need an aluminum sheet pan because you're making pizzas? And they have that for you as well. Do you need a second chef's block? Are you doing a lot of prep work in your workstation? You can get that too. These are just a few of the different pieces that you can get. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to me.
Existed in kitchens for many, many years. There's been so many innovations in the kitchen space over the years. But from our perspective, the one item that's been under-engineered is the kitchen sink. So we started with the kitchen sink, and we said, how can we re-engineer that to make it much more valuable, much more useful? That's what we've done with the Galley. It's a system that's made up of a double tier sink basin. On the lower tier and upper tier are accessories. They can be cutting boards, platforms, bowls, colanders, that all work within the system. It has all the tools that are necessary to do prep work, serving, entertaining, cleanup, all that stay within that system. And these accessories will move across from left to right, right to left, as you need to use them. So the Galley Workstation is really for everyone. If you cook a lot or you cook a little, this changes that experience for you.
I love that video at the end. It's a quick 60-second wrap up of kind of everything that we talked about in regards to the Galley Workstation. If you have any questions about the custom options, or if you wanted a quote on one of the workstations that we talked about, please reach out to me. But we're going to be wrapping it up here with the constant care delivery and installation services. While we do not install the plumbing aspect of the Galley, if there are other appliances within your package, so like let's say you're doing a full Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen and you have the Galley, when it comes to those Sub-Zero Wolf parts or the Thermador pieces or whatever appliance that you have, we have a white glove concierge service called Constant Care. And what that is once you've placed your order, you're going to get a dedicated Constant Care Premier Installation Project Manager who's going to be there every step of the way. Your project timeline changes, lead times. If you have any kind of questions, they're going to be the go-to person for you. You're going to get 2 executive pre-sites. This is going to make sure that everything is measured correctly. The specs are going to match when it comes to installation day. And then number 3, which I think is the most important, is you're going to get your own in-house factory authorized installers. These aren't third-party people that we subcontract out. These are our first-party in-house installers. They are rated from the manufacturer and they're trained constantly. So you're going to get the best installation done the first time. No more back and forth on issues with installation. You're going to get a final finished site visit to ensure everything is perfectly installed to your satisfaction. And then with that Constant Care delivery installation, you're going to get a 1-year subscription to the Constant Care Plus. This is going to ensure for 1 year that our workmanship is good. So if there's any issues with installation between installation day and 1 year out, like if you think something is not installed correctly, something's crooked, uneven, something is sagging, it is covered for free for 1 year until you are perfectly satisfied. Lastly, I want to thank you again for tuning into my webinar. My name is Matt Mortensen, and I'm the Director of Trade and Business Development here at Atherton Appliance and Kitchens and BSC Culinary. If you have any questions or comments about any of the topics that we touched on today, I would be happy to address them. My email is matt@athertonappliance.com, or reach out to me if you'd like to visit one of our showrooms, either Atherton Appliance and Kitchens or BSC Culinary. I'd be able to help you out as well. And lastly, if you are looking for more information, go to our website and check out our blog, or check out our YouTube channel where we are updating videos weekly. Thanks.